Good morning, everyone. It is 9:30 and we are getting ready to go on a Facebook Live. I'm just going to sit here and wait until I get some people logged on. I know it takes a little time to get into your news feed, and I need to pull it up on my Facebook page. I tell you, I'm so used to doing it on our group page that I almost went into the group page again. Just automatic thinking it. And now I gotta find it. There we are. There we are. Okay. So we have had a busy, rainy weekend. I just had my volume turned down. Maybe I didn't have it up. So checking to see how everybody is. I've got Facebook Live going, and we are just ready to wait for a few people to join us. It takes a few seconds to get everything into everybody's news feed so they can find us. So we have had a busy, wet weekend. We had, I think, Jim, you said since Saturday, about 10 o'clock, Saturday night, we have had over 4.5 inches. Good morning, Jana. Nice to have you watching. Did you guys get a lot of rain, Jana, and storm through last night? I know Shelbina and Shelbyville had electricity gone, so lots and lots of, and we had hail, which just hated that on my new car. But it will be fine. If that's going to make a little damage, it'll be fine. So anyhow, 4.5 inches of rain, and then we talked to a friend over in Shelbyville yesterday morning at church, and they had hardly any rain at all. So
that was before the last 3 inches.
Right. Yeah, that was when we only had less than 2 inches, and so anyhow, so we are going to do peaches today. Jonna said we just got drops. South of us got from 5 to 7 inches. Exactly. So we must have been in the line of the 5 to 7 inch group of towns, because it poured. In fact, we got home, we'd been out for dinner and running some errands, and when we got home, it looked like maybe it had passed, and then it came down and poured, and then we had 2 inches more. So it was really heavy, really heavy. So we are going to play with the peaches set today. I don't know, Jonna, do you have the peaches set? I think this peach set is one of my faves. I love how it is stamping. It's a distinctive stamp set, so it gives that dimensional appeal to it, and it just stamps great. And then I also love the paper. Oh my gosh, the paper. So I have been playing this week. I designed some cards, and I've done a sampler, and I am ready to go for the next class. But nope, you don't have it yet, Jonna. Well, look at it. Pay attention this week, because we're doing some stuff with it. So it might be something that appeals to you. Okay, so we're going to go on ahead. This is going to be our new thing. Now that I have all the travel done, and now that I know that I am not going to work 4 days a week, I will only be going back to school this year for 2 days, and then I have already told them I'm done. I am finally going to retire from school at the end of this year. We say that. Anyhow, we'll see. I'm planning to. Anyhow, I'm going to try to start doing some more Facebook Lives on this page. I still will do it on the group page, and we'll be there tomorrow night for those of you that are interested. But I am going to be doing some on this page here for us. So I'm just going to keep them fairly short. This one is only going to be about 15-20 minutes. We're going to do one card. It's a different fold, something different to try, and then we're moving on. So let me go on ahead and get us set up here. I've kind of angled things a little different, so things change accordingly. I have to adjust according. All right. Let's see how we are here in the camera. So I'm into this peach thing. So I went out and bought peaches at our local food produce, farm produce stand and store, Cokes. And oh my gosh, they were delicious. And then I did a peach pie, which was really good too. But then I wanted some peach candies, and I'm trying to think, now where can I go to get candy that's a peach candy for this week? And so we have a Dollar Tree here, and I gotta tell you, if nobody else has it, go to the Dollar Tree, because they have not only one peach candy, peach rings, they had 2 peach gummy ones. I am so excited, and these are really pretty because they look like peaches, the shape and the different coloring and everything like that. Okay, so let's get going. This is the card that I'm going to do for you today. It is a fun fold. A lot of times we have a lot of our 12 by 12 sheets of DSP. We're not going to make 25 of this card because it's going to use the whole, it's going to use half of the DSP page. So that would be like going through 12 and a half pieces of paper. However, sometimes it's nice to be able to use it up and to do something different and unique. So this is the one that we're doing. It's an accordion fold, and it opens up like this. Okay, and then I have a little dimensional on the back of the circle to kind of help hold it in place. So this is the one we're going to do. We're going to start with a piece of 12 by 12 DSP. Make sure that you pick one that doesn't have a pattern, or if it does have a pattern, that it's going up and down. This one here was fine, but I thought for sure you didn't want the peaches going sideways. So you want to make sure that your pattern in the DSP is one that is going the correct direction, okay? So this is 5.5 by 12. And then I'm going to score it. And because it's DSP, it does not need as much pressure as cardstock. It's very apt to tear. So you don't want to push hard when you score. You want to keep it soft. Okay, so I'm going to score at 2 inches. Just enough that I can see it. A little more. 4 inches. And then at 8 inches. Oh, guys, that's not scoring deep enough. I'm not sure what's going on. 8 inches. I got those 2. Okay, it's popped out. Just a second. There, we got it. Now, I apologize. 8 inches. There it goes. And then at 10 inches. So we scored at 2, 4, 8, and 10. Okay? Set that off aside for now. Okay, you're going to take a ruler and you are going to go up on the short sides from the bottom. You're going to go up 1.5 inches, and you're going to put a little bit of a mark, just a tiny mark. Okay, you're going to do both sides. I want to make sure I've got them measured right, the same. Yep, they are. Okay, so now here's the trick to this. You're going to take it and you're going to lay the mark right on the line. I don't know if you can see this. Hey, Terry, how are you? Nice to have you joining me today from St. Louis. Hope you guys didn't have too much stormy weather. All right. I got to get this up into the camera angle so you can see it. Let me go up a little more. All right. Okay, if I slide my paper up, I think. So I had the little notch of 1.5 inches up, and I'm gonna cut on a diagonal from that notch of 1.5 inches. I'm gonna go not through the 2-inch, but I'm gonna go through all the way to the 4-inch score line and cut. Like so. Okay? Boy, this really wants to jump out. I wonder why. There. All right, and then I'm gonna do the same thing here on this side. I'm gonna put the notch right here on the cut line, and then I have to find the score line. There it is. Okay. The score line right there. And right here. Boy, that score line is really hard to see. Let me fold it. All right, now. Much better for the old eyes. So there's that. And this on the diagonal. And we cut. Okay. Now we are finished with the cutter. So here it is. We're going to fold it in, and then we're going to fold it out so we have the green on the outside. Even if you're not into the peaches, the paper is beautiful. It should meet here and fold out. And we score. And we crease. Okay, so there's that piece. We're gonna go on ahead and we're gonna take a mat. And I ended up using Old Olive. It says it's Pear Pizzazz, but I really wanted to pull the dark coloring in. So I went with Old Olive. We're gonna go with a piece of Old Olive that is 5 3/8 by 3 7/8. I'm gonna set that right in here, like so. Okay, and then I have a white mat, and my white one on the inside of the card is gonna be 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. So a little bit different from what we're used to on the measurements on the inside of the card. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna use Calypso Coral. I had to pull my old one out. I have misplaced, with all my peach stuff, I have misplaced my Old Olive or not Old Olive, my Pear Pizzazz and my Calypso Coral since Saturday. They're together, so I know they're somewhere close by. All right, I'm gonna put Happy Birthday up here. My sister's birthday is in a couple of weeks. Actually, July 3rd. It's not that. That's just, yeah, that's next week. And Mom always would make her, she liked peach cobbler. Well, I can't make cobbler. I made my pie, but my pie's nothing compared to what my sister would make. So I'm not even going to attempt that. All right, now we're going to take, for the front, we're going to take the layered circles. And we're gonna go on ahead and use both the white and then the scalloped green. And I'm gonna take Balmy Blue. I want a little bit of a blue sky. And I'm just gonna take it with my blending brush, and I'm gonna go in and just softly put in some Balmy Blue color. If you haven't used the brushes, they are so much fun. And you just keep building it up however much you want. I want a little bit more. Okay. All right. And to clean those brushes, although they do wash well, use a microfiber brush and just rub it on there, and it will take that blue. It'll leave the pigment, but it'll still take the blue. Terry, do you use your brushes a lot? Pam and we really enjoy our brushes. Trying to get up my comments, they're not coming. Okay, so that will be good. All right, now I'm gonna take my old olive and I'm going to use the stem. And I'm gonna put the stem and the leaves in on top of the blue. Put a few more. Just a few more here, there, okay? Okay, that's good. All right, we're gonna come back now and we're gonna take a piece of scrap white paper and we're gonna use Pell Papaya and do the cluster of 3 flowers in Pell Papaya. Like so. Let's see if I like these better. Sometimes I feel like you have to almost stamp a couple of times with these to condition them. I'm going to take the first one. Okay, and then I'm going to go on ahead, and there is, in the set, there is a little teeny tiny die that is like a little tiny sunburst. And I'm going to use it for the center of my flowers. Just like so. All right. And before I finish, I want to do one more thing because I did have a spot where I wanted a flower on here and I want it flat on the paper. I'm going to do another one off here to the side. While we're at it, we're going to do our centers on those. So cute. Okay. So let me pull out the little mini. This is what I carry mine in. I like that was a lunch bag, but it works. Makes it easy to tote it. Okay, so let me pull out the mini. I don't use this very often. Could be interesting. Okay. Get that in the camera feed. Like there. So Stampin' Up! Has started, they used to give you like 1 die and you'd have to run it 3 times. And then they started giving you multiple dies, but you still had to run them separate. Now they are running them so that there are 3 of them at a time. Those are the peaches. So you can run all 3 dies at the very same time. You just got to get it to line up. Where is it going to be? There it is. Which makes it awesome to use. Okay. I prefer my bigger one, but it's a lot easier to use the little one on the camera. And all done. And back in my bag till next time. Okay. So using this circle, we're going to go on ahead and we're going to put it so that the stem is coming down off a branch. So put it on my circle like so. Okay. And then we're going to go on ahead and using some dimensionals or glue dots, either one will work. Looks like I'll be using dimensionals because I don't see my glue dots here, which is fine. We're going to put these in, and if you look at it, you'll notice that it's broken. The reason it's broken is because those are the places where you're going to put the petal. So you're going to overlay your petal just like that to make it look like it is covering the branch underneath it. Okay? And one more. I think this is such... I thought the strawberry is going to be my favorite, but I love this peach set. Okay, now for this one, you don't want to put dimensionals on everything because number one, you don't want it up here on the DSP or on the white where the happy birthday is. So what I'm going to do is just kind of lay it on here where I kind of want it to be and kind of give an idea with my fingers. Okay. And I'm going to put a dimensional, 2 or 3 of them. Instead of putting it on the actual circle, which we normally would, I'm going to put it on the cardstock because I want that dimensional to fall in a specific spot. And then one above. Okay, close it. Position it where you want it to be. And press down. Now, because I don't want it to be uneven, but I don't want to seal it yet. I'll put this into like a plastic sleeve so that when I'm ready to use it, it will be in nice and straight and nothing will have been bent or anything like that. But when I have written on it, I will pull this piece off of this dimensional and I will touch it quite a bit with my finger or touch it to my clothing someplace where it gets some of the sticky, the tackiness is not quite this bad. Then when you put it down, you can push it and it will stay down like I did here. Okay? All right, so there's 2 different cards. One was with the peaches, one's with the flowers. Love them both. Both done the same way. I use this one over here. Instead of blue, I put pale papaya underneath it because my paper didn't have any blue on it. I loved the little blue flowers here and I wanted to pull that out, so I put the blue there. So that is it. Let me go on ahead and turn this around. Short, sweet, to the point. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Come back and see me. Oh, thank you, Deb. She says I'm talented. I don't know about that. I can, yeah. Okay, there you are. You're back. All right, take care, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.